Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kinlaig. Just as you can see, finished a stone picking contract there. That's a lovely field, really nice. Would happily purchase. It's March. The weather's cleared, the snow has gone. I was on Walter's account earlier. He got some sort of income, only like 300 quid, so he's still spending £1,000 every day. £2,000 a month essentially on bills going out and his loan payments. I'm not sure what ours is. Too much, because there was a lot more money in the account than there was there. But I digress. Contracts are back. We've got like 4 contracts to do, although 2 of them are collecting wood and cutting down dead wood, which I'm bored of doing, because that's what I've been doing to get me money up to 7,000 now. It's good winter work, but you know, we're moving towards spring now. Weather's clearing. We need to get some planning on. So Walter has posed 2 options that he wants. One of them's pretty much solid on. He wants to do soybean, which I don't think is a bad idea. I think you can get a decent amount of money back on that. He's spoken of investing in something to make fish food, which is great for us, but although we'd still have to buy it off him, won't we, even if he's making it. I don't know if the resale is there for it. Where am I going to put these stones for now? You know what, I'll pop them down there. That area doesn't get used much. Nice. Now I'm on a bit of a quandary here, because that was an easy 2-8. How many's that? Definitely take the bale wrapping job. That's literally just up the road. What does my wrapper need to run? 150. Hold on. Bale wrapping, we'd have to use an actual bale wrapper on its square. I suppose we could do it. Lease the bale wrapper. It's easy money, isn't it? There's a Why have I parked that there and blocked me? I've leased a little trailer there, so we can move all of these bits. He's got wool to sell as well. I don't know if we're at the right time of year. Probably best to check on the best time of year to sell that for him. But there's a new trailer in the sale, and I want it. But I don't necessarily want to sell my trailer. Although, what's the weight of my trailer? I like my trailer. 2.7 ton. Oh, if only for a Unitrack. I mean, 15 grand for 21,000 litre. It's a Bailey trailer. It's perfect for this series. It's a bit used, granted, but we can extend it at a later date for 4.5 bag. But I reckon I can get wood in there as well. But I sort of don't want to lose that trailer. I like this little Massey trailer. It doesn't open though, that's my only problem. And the weight is going to be a problem. Hold up a minute, I'm in beginning of March, you know, it's early morning. I can take hold on lads, I've got an idea. If I need to get some work done, probably, I don't know, I have to pick that up all the time. Borrow that. .2 ton, that's going to need this tractor to pull. However, don't need to change the configuration on it. Wheels. Oh yeah. Got a bit of the Trelleborg. Oh no, they're well expensive. 2 grand on that. Stick with the Continentals then. That'll do. No decal. Yes, we'll have reverse lights, of course. UK attacher. Yes. Stick with the classic Bailey colour. Yeah, Bailey green. Cover, we've not got one anyway. If we did, we'd have it in Bailey green. I'm going to have to come back. Let's get this down to the store a minute. So on today, I just had to come into March. I didn't know what the plan would be to do, because there's still a bit of building work going on Walter's little carpentry experiment. But I think the £300 came in for him. He still lost money in the month. He has got bits to sell. I'm starting to think we need some land. But I was hoping to find the right piece of land. I suppose if we could find a piece, maybe just as a let's see if these boys can fit. I need to check the tyres on this as well. There's no reason to have the no, I'm not in the position to do that yet on the repair, but that's got standard tyres on it. I thought it got road crops. Stick with that then. How much is for a front loader? Okay. So I don't remember seeing Kubota front loader tools. Ah. Right, that's a little bit more than I was expecting. That's 140 horsepower, not. I think we should be able. I need to put some fuel in there while I'm out and about. I reckon can't open it up, unfortunately. Well, it was a lot more scratched up on the pictures, wasn't it? Give it a bit of a touch up, I feel. I think we can put the attachers we've got on, and maybe I can go and do the wood moving contract with what we've got and possibly not sell my trailer. Or it'd be nice if Walter could buy it, but is he in a position where he needs it? That's the question. Probably not. I'll have a think about it. Let me take that contract and I shall come back to you in just a moment. Little side note, Walter knows the guy that owns this field, and this is his equipment. He said there's any chance you can whip out and do it for him, he's a bit busy. And I said yes, but he's getting towards retirement age. So Walter is talking of buying, well, he doesn't want this field to go to anybody else basically, but I think this is an excellent little spot, nice and high up without too much of a hill, right next to Walter. He's just down there over that edge. Quite a decent sort of flat, good shape, great field. His equipment's got a bit of a throaty edge to it. This Merc, more than ours did, but can't remember if it's different from ours. I reckon this, I'm wondering about building a farm. And I should really speak to some of the farmers before then, shouldn't I really, because they know the area better. He might point us in the right direction. If I remember correctly, I think this is a very expensive field. Because of all trees. But anyway, that's just a side note. I just thought, you know what? It's early in the morning, we can crack on with this. Don't need to take... Walter's not worked out where he wants to take the produce to. I'm assuming he's waiting until he can speak to somebody at that seaside restaurant. Try and get it loaded off down there. When he's not chipping away with his wooden planks. So we'll do a run around with all that in a bit. Anyhow, let me go and see if I can do that wood contract. I mean, it is unorthodox, granted. Oh dear. But putting them in this trailer's quite unorthodox. I've only done it because there's not far to go. Nice bit of sound off that trailer. Definitely put them on. And as you can see, the quick attacher, probably shouldn't take that too quick, should I? Fits wonderfully. We're getting a bit of jostling, as pretty much is expected. I've tried a couple of different trailers. That little blue trailer that's back at the farm that I've leased, that worked pretty well. You get 6 on there if you take your time and stack neatly. Uh-oh. We're going to lose one here, aren't we? We can just lose it at the side of the road. Hope that doesn't affect the other drivers. 2, I'll have to come back. Might get a fine for that. Don't really need that then, do I? I think we're just going to the sawmill at the bottom of this hill, which I really don't want to be speeding down, do I? What's going to be next on the list for the day? What time are we at? Nearly 11 o'clock now. Ooh, that's a bit of a bounce, isn't it? We're going over out in the straights. Don't really want to lose one here. At the bottom I don't mind. Nope, not happening. 3 to come and collect. No, I'm not going to go that way. That goes through the town. And we are now looking at quite a long proposition. I feel like that coach is going to come our way. It's not. Should give us a nice clear swing out. I mean, this trailer is a lot more stable than the Massey. I just don't want to lose the Massey, but then it's because you don't know if these trailers are going to come up. Like a wood trailer would be brilliant for a flatbed that we can strap down on, but it's well worth putting the front arm attacher on this Kubota. Is it? No, it's next one. And because I've done it a few times, I can remember where the drop-off point is here. What are you doing, Mr. Royal Mail? Turning right from the look of it, same as we are. Oh, look, he's not. Nearly as bad as the highway maintenance ones. Anyway, pretty sure I'll have to do this in 2 stops, won't I? Yep, works really well, that. Bit tight, we've made it. Right, I'll go back and get the other 3 bits that I've dropped. Hopefully we don't get a fine on that. And I'll see you on whatever I decide is the next task. Sort of like the idea of hammering a few more contracts out, to be honest. I'm so excited to have new contracts available. Trace my steps back this way. Right, see you momentarily. Boo-doo-boo-doo-doo-doo. Right. There's a big stone picking contract come up that I'm looking forward to doing, but I'll get this done for Walter before we stop for lunch. Roof shingles, huh? Well, hopefully once we've sold, and we are going to the Seaside Cafe, once we've sold that, hopefully he's got enough money to buy the roof shingles with. What's going on over here? He has been busy. He's planted some plants in there. They've grown. Okay. He's hanging up his tea towels. I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? Make use of it. Right, let's see if I can work my way out to get down there. And that worked brilliantly with me trailer, however. That's missing straw. I did say to Walter, because he's talking about sorghum for the chickens and hopefully some to chuck to him for now. And soybeans a good money maker, so that makes sense. Oh, let's strap these down. I don't think there's that much money to come out of there, you know. How close are we to having anything else out? Close to a lettuce, but his trailer's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know whether I suggested oats, because you can just sell that straight on and then buy what you need chicken feed wise because you then get straw as well for your mushrooms, because he has to keep going out into the woods and putting straw down to help his mushrooms grow. But he says his problem with that is, and I think he's right, he's going to need a seeder and a planter in that case, whereas he could just get everything put in at the beginning of April with the planter, with the soybeans and sorghum. So that does sort of make sense to me, actually. And he's happy if he has to buy straw. So, I mean, it's his decision, his fields. I just don't know how many how much sorghum is he going to need for his chickens. I don't know where I'm actually going for this on my seaside restaurant. Just get that up. Can't go that way. That's no entry. It would be nice to have something that's a little something to drive around in. No entry sign there. Well, he's not gone for the farmer's market, but I'm assuming he can just phone these guys up and say, what do you want? And they put the order in, he's boxed it up, and off he goes. Well, that trailer fits perfect, doesn't it? Definitely do with this up in the sale. What's he got there? 2,800. How much are roof shingles going to cost? Definitely something around here, isn't there? That church has got to have. I have to go all the way down, stopping traffic. I'll crack on. It says one way, but can we not go? In fact, can we not go that way? All the way through the town, instead of turning right. Looks like a left. All that way. Just go for a nice drive out, shall we? Let's have a little look around the town. So before we came down that side. Alright, Mr. Royal Mail, Scottish Post, whatever your bloody name is. Definitely not paying attention. There's got to be something around here, definitely. 100%. I do keep forgetting to bill Walter for my well, I've just turned off from red to nothing. Yeah, I keep forgetting to bill him for my time of work serviced, but to be fair, at the minute I don't really mind trotting about doing his little deliveries and stuff. It's not a biggie really. Oh, I ain't got my forks. Roof shingles as well. I'll have to ask them to, if they've got anything, help me with a pallet loader or something. If they've got shingles, which they've not. Interesting. Where? Roof plate. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's an affordable price. Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem. Okay, not a problem. I shall come back to you in a moment. I know where to get one from. Knew they'd have one somewhere nearby. Just leave that there for you boys. That's all right. Okay. 1,000 litres of roof shingles. Off we go. Should guess down here picking up. This doesn't tip, unfortunately. Although it would be wise possibly to pick up trout while we're down here. It's also not the best ideas because A, Walter's not had any stock bred up yet, so we don't know how much money he's going to be making from that just yet. B, he's not really got the money to pay for it. Like he says, he's going to need a planter next month. He's got materials to buy for this, which I will add to the list so we can work out the rough estimated cost of this at the end. But that's not too It's not too bad an episode actually. I've managed to get quite a few little jobs done for myself. Got a second trailer. Probably should. Have a look at the local land auctions to see what's going on, because I've got no space to put that big trailer either. I've had to put that on the side. The only issue I've got then is if I find somewhere, do I go for a field or it's a tricky one. Might be able to get a field with some trees that we can cut down and make space from. But on the whole, it's been a decent episode. When I literally came into it, I didn't know whether we'd have any work to do whatsoever other than just get the next product for Walter's little building project, and now not only have we managed to get it, but he's not to take any more credit out for it. Let's reverse that up. And then we'll have to split the pallet and handball it onto the building site. Ooh, there you go. Oh, we can have a look at the fish, can't we, while we're here? See how close that is. I like his idea. He doesn't want to do all the fishing himself. There we go. There's no building appeared for that first bit, which is a bit interesting. So let's just have a wee look before we wrap it up. Get some numbers on the go. Done it again with one shingle short. That's really bad. I need to do something about that. That's going to be really frustrating, and it means you're going to need another pallet of roof shingles because it won't finish. So annoying. Where is the managed production point? 1660, so he's not far. He's got plenty of young trout still. And he's not far off having that first one full, so we can go and see how much money he gets for that, which will be handy for him. But that is where I shall leave this episode for now. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. It's nice to have a good weather back. If you have, please hit the like button. If you've not subscribed yet, then do feel free to subscribe to stay up to date with any new content as it is released on the channel. And if you've got any comments or suggestions or things we should try and do, then do feel free to pop them in the comment section. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now. Keep doing one here and there. God knows how long we've got before the next bonus hit is. I'm going to have to go and get that roof shingle in. So annoying. Bye bye.